1 second. Let's set this up. See if this thing's working. My videos acting a fool, acting a fool. Anyway, we here, man. So, what's going on, everybody? ADS Play 101 here, World Warriors Collective. Follow the world across social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, you know it. So today, right now, we're going to be taking a look at One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows official release date. The official release date trailer for A Hero Nobody Knows One Punch Man. Now, I played the beta to this game. Being somebody that played the beta, I had my opinions. I even did like a 30-minute rant as to why this game wasn't whatever. Like I did a 30-minute rant. If you have not seen it, take a look at it. And yeah, man, it's really, hold on. I don't know. Sorry about that. Got distracted by my phone trying to figure some stuff out. Again, forgive this. I'm gonna get this fixed when the time is right. But yeah, I gave like a 30-minute rant as to why I didn't like this game. Because in the beta, right? In the beta, the beta is like the little test guinea pig that they put out for you to get some type of um idea as to what they're trying to do with the game. In the beta, this is how they had it set up. One Punch Man, of course, is surrounded by character Saitama. Saitama is One Punch Man. The whole anime is surrounded by this, is based on this character. And the character is basically too strong in the anime. He literally beats everything in one punch. That's why I call it One Punch Man. To make a game out of a character like that is already crazy. You know what? I'm going to save this for the end. I don't want to talk too much before I get into the video. I want to go in and play it and see what they did. And then we're going to go into all the other stuff. So let's just play it, see what they're doing. All right, so they got Carnage Kabuto in the game. They got Carnage Kabuto in the game. Oh, they got King. King is in the game. King's Engine. Metal Knight. Every time I hear that voice actor, I'm just thinking Heightened View Terrorist from Digimon. Stinger, of course. Melzard. Yo, I wonder if they're going to put Boris in this game. Oh, Saitama can actually get hit. Dream version Saitama. Enjoy a fair fight with Saitama. Okay, so they put a balanced version of Saitama in the game. Yeah, the one I do. Okay, February 28th. So they gonna. Okay, so let's talk about this. So during the beta, right, I had this 30-minute rant that I put up about, anime video games and my opinions about them. Um, Anime video games don't have a good history. Well, anime arena fighters, let me put it like that, because anime fighters, they kind of made their way into the tournament scene, and they could get the patchwork and everything and the balance changes that they need to make the game more enjoyable over time. Anime arena fighters don't have a good rapport with the tournament scene, meaning that the lifeline of the game isn't going to be long. That's the first thing. Any imbalance changes aren't, some characters are going to be OP, some characters are going to be, weak, because they're basing it around the anime that these games are, that these characters are from. So some characters are just going to be weak, some characters are going to be bottom tier, whatever the case may be, but they're not going to get balanced out to where they're going to be, playable. Naruto games never really got the patches unless something is just so completely broken that they decide to do something. They're never going to fix the games. One Punch Man had this issue. Not One Punch, excuse me. Naruto, all the Naruto Ninja Storm games had this issue. Um, what was the game I just thought about? The Saint Seiya games had this issue. Um, the J Stars Victory Plus had this issue. Um, My Hero Academia 1's Justice had this issue. They still ain't did nothing with that damn game. That game died so damn quick because Jump Force came out, and I said if they would put characters from My Hero Academia in Jump Force, that was going to kill One's Justice. And that's exactly what happened. As soon as Jump Force came out, they tried to hurry up and release One's Justice. As soon as Jump Force came out, they tried to hurry up and release One's Justice to try to get any money they can get off of that, because they know Jump Force was the game that everybody was waiting on. And it's just crazy. Oh, the broadcast ended? It shouldn't have ended. I'm still going. It's telling me my broadcast ended, but I didn't. Whatever the case is, it's still going. But yeah, so they did that. Um, they claim they got a One's Justice 2 coming out, which is kind of too late for that, because yeah, you have to look at anime arena fighters like One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, as a category of its own. Anime fighters are a thing of their own, and then arena anime fighters are like a separate entity on their own. Because they don't really get the attention that they need. They're highly imbalanced. They just make them for the fans of the animes. They're not really making them for people that like to play fighting games or, video games like that. So when I played the beta, that was one of the worst things that I have ever played, because, for one, um, this was the first game that I've ever come across that had a restriction on a character that was in the default roster. And what I mean by that is, I'm not talking about characters who were like locked out and you had to go through the arcade mode or something to unlock them. I'm talking about there's a literal restriction on the character that's available for you to use in the default roster. One Punch Man, A Hero Nobody Knows, is a 3 versus 3 game. Saitama can only be picked as the third character. Again, I'm playing this. I'm explaining this from the beta. In the beta, Saitama was only able to be picked as character number 3. On top of that, there was a countdown that you had to wait for in order for him to get to the field, in order for them to be used to begin with. And it was just like, it was a 2 versus 3 fight if your opponent decides not to pick Saitama. So it was already unfair from the jump. That was the one thing that kind of killed this game for me. I said they were going to have to do something to balance the character out, and they basically made a dream version of the game just to say, okay, we're not going to have OP Saitama in the game. We're going to give you a balanced version of the character that the anime is based around, so that you can play as One Punch Man, but not necessarily be so OP and broken that people don't want to play with you. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like a good thing. They did good when they did that. I'm just looking at this like anime arena fighters don't have a good lifespan. You know, they kind of die out very quickly because they only make them for people that play that like the anime, and then it's just like poof, they gone. Jump Force came out, it was a rage hit. About like a month or two after that, you don't hear about Jump Force being played no more. When was the last time you hear somebody saying something about Jump Force? They're putting out DLC for it, but nobody's really talking about it outside of the shields that get paid off by Bandai Namco to say something. And I'm gonna keep my name shut on who those people are. But you know, if you know about those people, then you know about them. But this game doesn't have a long lifespan. I don't even think they expect it to if they're smart, which I think they are. They just trying to give the fans of the anime a video game to play. So with that being said, I'm not expecting this game to get a lot of tournament support and tournament backing and things like that, because it's very hard to put an arena fighter, an anime arena fighter, or an arena fighter period in of this style in a tournament scene. You know, you have moments where the character blocks the camera that you're seeing from, and it kind of puts the player at a disadvantage. It's like other factors that come in, but on top of that, some characters are like super OP, and other characters are weak because they're trying to stay true to the anime, and it's just all these other issues that just come up. You know, these characters never really get balanced out. They never balance these games out. It's just like they're unplayable in a tournament setting. They're good for casual fun, but not for a competitive scene unless somebody runs like a little local something, you know, or something like that. But other than that, man, people don't really be playing games like this unless they're just fans of the anime. Um, this game is gonna suck because this style of game, this style and the way it gets made normally sucks. So I can't really give it, you know, the credit it deserves because I don't see it being a thing. The only thing I can say for the people that will buy this game, at least you got a balanced version of the character that the anime is based around, so that you can actually use them without all them crazy restrictions that they tried to put on them. Because they made Saitama available to play just a regular Saitama. If they had made him playable from the jump, everybody would just be picking One Punch Man, and they know that. That's the reason why they put that third character restriction on him. But the fact that they gave you a balanced version, it's like okay, you can get a fair fight. Um, they give you an early access code for him. I don't know why. Uh, you could probably just unlock them in the game. You'll be stupid if they just made it just a pre-order bonus. But then again, it might be a smart thing considering. Uh, but yeah, this game it doesn't really excite me because I know I'm gonna have to deal with a bunch of. If I get it, I know what's gonna happen. People pick the most OP characters and they're only gonna spam them. And do you really want to go again? You know what I mean? And I don't really want to do it all that. Then I buy the game, don't like it, bring it back, and then I got to deal with a bunch of other nonsense. I look at things from a different perspective when it comes to games like this, man, or video games, period. So I'm gonna just say that if you're a fan of One Punch Man, I guess you're gonna buy it anyway because One Punch Man finally gets a game. But if you like video games, period, um, musty diapers, what's going on? But if you're a fan of video games, period, don't waste your money on this. Rent it because that's all it's gonna be worth. It's really just worth a rent. It's not really worth a buy. You know, there's better video games out there for you to play. Even if you're a fan of One Punch Man, don't waste your money on this crap that it's gonna be. It's gonna die out. You know, My Hero Academia one's Justice, that shit died within like 2 months. Jump Force died within like 4. or less. I don't even remember. But it's just like, I don't know. This game doesn't really give off that buy me unless you're a fan of the anime feel. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't give off a buy me even if you're not a fan of the anime feel. Let me say that. It's, this style of game doesn't have a good history of lasting long. And I don't want to play a fighting game or any type of combat game that involves combat if they're not going to have a long lifespan. It doesn't have a tournament scene. It's not going to have a long lifespan, and it's not going to last long. You're going to have these broken strategies that aren't going to get the patches because they don't have a tournament scene to back it to make them want to do that. Do I really want to deal with all that nonsense? Jump Force been out for how long? People still complaining about Yugi being so OP and broken and all that. You know what I mean? Then it's going to be characters like that in this game. Once people get the hang of playing it, I guarantee you it's going to be certain characters that need patches. They're not going to put them in. And I don't want to play a broken game, basically. So that's my opinion about One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows. That was it for this episode of The Fields. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed my insight. Follow me on World Warriors Collective on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram also at World Warriors Collective. But I also have a second one called ADS Play 101. Follow me on those. Follow me on Twitter, ADS Play 101. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitch, ADS Play 101 as well. So until next time, guys, peace. Remember, be humble in victory, be gracious in defeat, but show no mercy in battle. Stay a warrior, fly high warriors, all that. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.